hear the cups talking. Nah, the conversation is so fucking bad. Like, God, cheap ass. That's some cheap ass cups. I'm like, damn, water be pouring from the outside. What is going on? My name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess. Alright, and real quick, I'm gonna do a read here. Ooh. Moving on. Trusted. Wow. Okay. Moving on and trusted. Spirit is saying, trust this move, trust this process, trust this move, trust this process. Somebody is thinking about you heavy. All right. Trust this move, trust this process. All right. You got third parties watching at this time. All right. There's a child here. Well, this definitely could mean a new beginning. All right. Spirit is asking you to trust this new beginning. All right. There is going to be a lot of people upset at this new beginning when it comes to you, but oh, the fuck well. All right. False documentations, clarity, endings is here. All right, so somebody was trying to do something behind the scenes, all right, to take someone's inheritance, but that's not working. All right, expectations. Somebody thought that they were going to steal from a star seed. Imagine that. Imagine stealing from somebody who can fucking see you. All right, rising star. Somebody is getting a message of concern that you are still moving forward. All right, somebody don't like the fact that you're moving forward. All right, there's a new beginning here. All right, there's a new beginning. All right, what's on the other side of this movement? All right, what's on the other side of this movement? All right, leadership is here, boss, self-love. All right, and there's something that you don't see. All right, feeling trapped. Feeling trapped. All right, the Emperor is here. The Emperor is removing something. All right, so the Emperor is removing something for someone. All right, so this could be your Emperor. This person is removing an obstacle. All right, Priestess is here. This person is connecting with God to change something in your life. All right, let's see. Somebody, okay, surprise here. This person is getting ready to do something surprising for you. All right, there's some sort of surprise here. There's some sort of surprise here. Priestess is here. All right, emotional fulfillment and conflicts. Emotional fulfillment and conflicts. All right, rising star is here. False documentation. Somebody really was like trying to do something false when it came to you. Tower moment is here. All right, lust is here. Awakening message. All right, love offer, community. Somebody was trying to win at all costs, all right, when it comes to you receiving something. Somebody just literally did not want you to receive this love offer that is coming your way, all right? Somebody doesn't want you to trust this love. Somebody don't want you to trust this love, all right? Whatever this is that's coming your way. All right, somebody is ill. Or somebody's sick, falsified documentation. Somebody's sick about something. All right, somebody could be passing away for what the fuck they did, okay? Somebody could be passing away for what they did. There is a divine masculine that has gotten his shit together. All right, this person is doing the unthinkable, is what I'm hearing. All right, if you are interested in a read, general reads are $20 at this time. Love reads are $15. All right, danger here. Somebody's in danger. Somebody is in danger of misfortune and failure. All right. I can guarantee you this is somebody who tried to come for you. All right. Painful endings, deep wounds, and betrayal and loss. All right. So this is somebody who tried to betray you. Try recovery, rejuvenation, resisting, and inevitable end. All right. So somebody tried to betray somebody. All right, but something is coming to an end. Something is coming to an end. All right. Success beyond quadrants expectations. All right. There is okay, so there could have been some delays, all right, but there is some good news about finances that is getting ready to come forth, all right. Good. This is a good card, all right. Luck. This card interacts all bad cards around. So what I'm hearing is whatever is for you, whatever is coming in for you right now, nobody can stop this. All right, nobody can even try to stop this. All right, God is bringing something in, and that's just the final say. All right, and there's nothing that no one can do. All right, and somebody's creating bad luck. Somebody's creating bad luck for themselves. All right, bad luck came out again. All right, there's somebody's going through some sort of disappointment. All right, somebody felt like they was deceived in a situation. All right, somebody is having some sort of troubles, argumentation. Somebody's having arguments. All right, with friends. All right, lost, unresolved battles. All right, so somebody wants to argue in a lost battle. Like there's no coming back. All right, there's no coming back from something. Somebody's getting pushed out of something, whether it's family, friends. All right, they're getting pushed out of something. An important message is coming that will relate to love or business. All right, or love and business. All right. Again, your family members and friends. There's a situation with them at this time. There is some quarrels going on, some arguments. All right, and this is because they got together and tried to come against you. All right, the bearer of bad news. All right, something could have happened to somebody. Something could have happened to somebody traveling. Somebody could have got in a car accident. Somebody could have passed away. All right, happiness card here. Good fortune, money, money, money driven. Somebody wanted what the fuck was yours. All right, so if somebody got in a car accident and passed away, well, they shouldn't have crossed your ass. All right, adventure. Moving to hopes of advancement. All right, so there's a lot of great things that's getting ready to happen. A lot of people can't go because, again, it's going to be a lot of body bags and it's going to be a lot of people behind bars for what they did. All right, these people thought that they were going to get away with something forever. All right, it's the end of their journey. It's the end of their journey. Things are taking off for you. All right, they can't aggravate you where you're going. All right, I'm talking. A mature man could have been a significant. All right, this could have been a father figure. This could have been a raggedy ass brother. All right, this is a karmic masculine. Spirit wants you to stay optimistic about your life. There's great things getting ready to happen. Unexpected money is here. All right, reconciliation. You got a whole bunch of great shit happening for you at once. All right. A whole bunch of great shit happening for you at once. You got blunt communication coming in as well. Somebody wants to tell you about a secret, or there's a secret. All right, and this is not a bad secret. All right, this is a secret that's gonna make you prosperous. All right, yeah, divine timing. God wants to tell you something. God is telling somebody to marry you. Oh shit, somebody finna get married. All right, you got the Two of Hearts here. All right, you got divine timing, a ring, and an owl. Somebody is planning something. Somebody is planning something. All right, somebody is no longer confused about anything. Somebody loves you. All right, let's see. Yeah, somebody see you as wish fulfillment. Somebody thinks about you all day. All right, divine feminine marriage. This person is gonna marry you. I mean, shit. Okay. A lot of the readings are turning into marriage cards. All right, farm is here. Somebody is ready to have a baby, ready to have a new beginning. All right, somebody don't want to wait. Somebody does not want to wait. All right. Blaming themselves on the inside. Somebody is blaming themselves on the inside because they feel like they should have been there before. They should have been there before. All right. Something is happening in the next 24 hours. All right. Something could be happening to our aunt in the next 24 hours. All right. Let's see. All right. Secret plans. All right. Moving in ASAP has secret plans. All right. So somebody has some sort of secret plans. All right. Somebody could be planning a move and not telling anyone. All right. Or somebody could be helping you do something when it comes to a move. All right. Anyway, it's relocation here. All right. You got an aunt here, and there is a new beginning here, or a child. Somebody's getting ready to receive something from an aunt. This could have been from a will. All right. You got a new life that's getting ready to start. All right. I'm hearing leaving one location, going to the next, and that's where life will start. All right. Somebody finding out that some kids ain't theirs. All right. Psychic abilities. All right. Somebody could be having dreams, visions. Somebody could be finding out the truth when it comes to a situation. All right. Trust and will is here. All right. You got messages coming in for a change. All right. So you got somebody that's coming in that baby he is not playing. He is not playing about you. All right. Let's see. Something about a niece is significant. All right, doing shit up under the moon. So a niece could be, I don't know, people are getting backfire everywhere. All right, justice is definitely here. I feel vibration. All right, I feel vibration. A phone call. Somebody could be trying to call you. Jealous is significant. Why did I say jealous? All right, somebody is jealous of you. Fake. All right. Somebody jealous of you because you're not fake. All right, justice is here. 1 week. There's something about some justice that's getting ready to happen for you in 1 week. There's justice happening in 1 week. Let's see. Let's see. All right, overnight miracles. There's something getting ready to happen. All right, it's something getting ready to happen. Spirit, tell me about this overnight miracle because this has been coming out all day. Tell me about somebody walking away from something. All right, tell me about this overnight miracle. All right. Oh, you're going to find out some sort of spiritual truth. You're going to find out some sort of spiritual truth. You're going to see how protected you are. God's going to show up. God is showing up. All right. Exploration is here. God is showing up. There's some movement here. Changing. Somebody changing. Somebody moving. Something is happening. All right, money. Oh, money is here. All right. Confidence. Somebody got some sort of confidence or whatever. Somebody. Courthouse is here in Bravery. All right. I am going to end this reading here. Just know that somebody is coming towards you. All right. There is some sort of miracle, overnight miracle that is getting ready to happen to you. But I'm telling you, somebody is seeing everything your way. All right. If you are interested in a read, let me know before I log off of live. All right. Somebody, again, something is happening in 24 hours. You got overnight here. 9/11 is significant. Somebody manifested something. All right. And you're getting ready to see whatever this is in the next 24 hours. Have a good one.